Everyone, Checkers here. Today I want to talk about relationship. One thing in particular, beware of red flags. I said relationship, but it will be mostly about like dating, I guess, because it will be mostly like on the initial stage. Because us as humans, we tend to not be careful enough, when we meet someone, when we feel attracted to someone, you know, um, especially for men, because men and women are two different like type, obviously, but uh, we even think differently. A man, it will be attracted mainly by the physical of the woman at 80%. People can tell you whatever they want. It's how we act because it's how we are programmed since like thousands of years. This is how men act. And women, they will be more attracted about like how you make them feel. If you listen to them, if you are someone who cares, if you are someone who will provide. But when I say provide, I don't say like financially, specifically, but if you can provide, things like love, like attention, care, etc., things like that. So we are very, very, very different. And then to know that, it will help you to understand, first of all, like what you are looking for. But second of all, like what it will be important for the other person. Because if you want to date someone, then the thing is you should be like at 100% interested in them. Like it should be all about them when you ask question. And this is where you have to be careful as well where it leads. And for me, like the first red flag that I saw, it's people who say I am this, I am that, I am a good person, for example. This is the worst red flag that you can see, that you can have. Because if someone is a good person or is benevolent, as I say, they don't need to say it. They are it, you know what I mean? People told me that I am benevolent, but I never said that I was. But people believe that even if I didn't really believe sometimes. But this is how you will see, like when someone is saying like I am this, I am that, I am. This is an identity that they try to push to people's minds, which is the ultimate way of controlling someone. Because a lot of people they live by controlling, by manipulating some people. It was the case of what I lived, with my ex, and you are not aware, especially like when you are in love, which I thought I was, but it wasn't. But when you are inside, you don't see anything. You don't see the red flag. It's like you take your brain up, you put it on the side, and then you only think with your body, to be honest. Like with your heart, with your body, but you don't see nothing, you don't think about nothing, and then when you realize everything, it will be too late. But yeah, the main thing is you really want to be careful about people who are selling themselves through communicating. You don't want to hear what they say, you want to see what they do. Because action is the best way to see how someone act, you know what I mean? Because you will learn a lot more of them. And sometimes you will see some things that are not good. For example, when you go to a restaurant and you see that your partner will not like say hello to the person or will not say thank you when they leave something, or they add the plate, which is for me personally, which is not good. You need to respect people. Like respect for me and honesty is the number one thing. Like if you don't have the bare minimum, the basics, I won't like even like stay, within a date, you know what I mean? Because it makes sense. But then they will tell you like, oh, I'm nice, like people like loves me, etc., etc. When it's about I am me, 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 this is like what flag men like go and never look back. But this one, yeah, is the first one. So don't want to hear what they say. You want to see what they do because you will learn a lot more by seeing what they do than the AM. Another red flag it's over giving. And it depends. But when you have like so we have over giving. Over giving, you have to be careful. It can be on both sides, to be honest. But it can be about you, when you give like too much attention, too much love, too much gifts. And because you love the person, which is genuine on the beginning, sometimes you need to see like how does the energy like come back to you. You need to have an exchange, everything, and this is what I learned like recently. Like, energy, you need to give the same thing, to the other ones. And when I say same thing, it doesn't mean that, for example, someone give you like 500 euros, you need to give them 500 euros back. This is not what I mean. But you can, for example, if someone give you like 500, then you can do something special. Maybe like it will be a trip. Maybe it can be like a good weekend, or maybe it can be like something that, I don't know, like for 30 days, you write something that they love every day, and then you offer them this book or this letter. There is many ways, but you get the idea. Really want to have an exchange, but you don't want to over give, because this is the thing, like when you over give something, then you will deplete your energy, because everything is energy again, and you have a limited amount of energy every day. So you don't want to spend it like a fool, you know what I mean? So you really want to see like if it's equal, and again, like everything is linked back to the action. The only way that you will see like if they have as much interest on the relationship as you will see it through the things that they do and not the things that they say. And then love bombing. This is a word that I learned, like very recently. I didn't know this word. But like I was victim of that. When someone gives you like love, but like it's not real love, it's fake love. Because they are master manipulator and they want something else. It can be your energy, it can be anything, like it can be like sexual interest, it can be because they just want to be around you and you have a good energy, then they will deplete your energy. It can be a lot of things. But love bombing, like bombing, you have to be careful that it is not like an honest love. And when you are in front of a master manipulator, it's really, really, really hard because they are masters. So they know like what they are doing. They have been doing that for a lot of people. So they know what they do. You need to, yeah, you need to be careful, honestly. And you don't want to fall out from a master manipulator, because I can tell you like the cost is expensive. And I don't want you to lose like some years of your life, as I've done for 5 years. But again, like it's not a loss. I learned. So now I know what I want, and I know that I won't like fall for the same trap. And I have like some very heavy boundaries, and not everyone can pick my interest. Like I don't care about like one night stand, or I don't care about like dating just for dating. Again, when you are raising a vibration, you want someone who is at your same level. Because then, me, what I'm expecting is it's simple. Like I just want honesty and respect. Because if and being authentic, which is very hard to do to do like all of them. But if you're able to do all of them, like if you're authentic, then automatically you will have respect to other people, and you will be honest. Because this is like the basics for me, at least. It's just my point of view. But if the person is at this level, then I know that I wouldn't have to care like I used to, on previous relationship. I know that this is the base, and I want to relate nothing below that. And now I've developed my intuition so much that, nobody can lie to me. I will see, I will see directly, if someone is not honest with me. So I know. So yeah, and in order to not falling for this trap, you need to be self-aware of your qualities, because people, they see your light better than you can see it for yourself. People can see your potential a lot more than what you can see. And I guess that if you are in this channel, you are not someone that is bragging, about things that they do, or you are not someone who is like seeking for attention, to others. Instead, on the reverse, people will be attracted to you, and people will seek your attention instead of the master manipulator who wants to be the star, to be to be the main attention, for people who need to have attention from others, in order to live. You are the star. So automatically you radiate, even if you don't want. And I bet that, most of you like me, you are introvert and you don't really care about that. But because you don't care about that, that people are really like interested in you. And this is really cheap. And even if I was not like as aware as I am today, this was like the history of my life. When I look back into things, everything that I had, it wasn't me searching for things. It was things that were attractive to me, you know. Either it was like girls, either it was jobs, either it was like opportunities. Doesn't matter like what it was. I've never had to prove myself in order to get something. But then sometimes you will attract things, but that doesn't mean that things are good, you know what I mean? So then I have to learn that, okay, you know, you need to set boundaries and you need to be careful with who you are friends with who you are dating, and with who you work with, you know, as also. So yeah, beware of the red flag. Like the reason it's simple. The only thing that you want to do is to look at actions. Don't like listen to everything. And if you have the awareness to see like if people are lying or if they are honest, then you are good to go. But for example, me, you know, I'm very good at communication, even if you can't like believe it with my broken English accent and my my broken English grammar. But the communication is really like my strength. But still, like if you are in front of someone who is like really good at manipulate people, I can tell you that you will fall like 2 feet under the manipulation, and then you will mess up everything. But you know, and trust your intuition. Like this is the thing. Like I took like look at action, but as well follow your intuition, because I can tell you your intuition will tell you things. Will tell you like beware. This is not the good person. This is not the one that you think they are. But you choose to not listen to your intuition, and then you use your mind and your G. Sorry, but let's be honest here. And you follow your mind, your G, and then you will go and do whatever. When on reality it's a trap, and then you will be with someone who is sucking your energy out of you, and then you will end up like in a life that you don't want, and it will be a mess. And then in order to get back from that, it's a lot of inner work, a lot of healing. And you know, I can tell you because I've been there, done that. It took me like 6 to 7 months in order to get out of that, in order to get out of the energy, because it's not because you are not with the person that you are not on their energy. You are still on their energy. You know, we are more connected than what we think. You have like a tie to every person that you stay with, and especially if you are in a relationship, or if you are like an intimate relationship with someone, you have a tie linked to from your heart to your heart, you know, and you need to cut the tie. You need to not do it like just one time, but multiple times for multiple days. It doesn't matter. Like for me, it was so hard. Oh my god, like it was so hard to get rid of. But now I'm getting rid of, and I can feel it. Like I don't want any thinking about her. I don't want to know nothing about her. I don't really care. And now, you know, I know that I moved on from that. And when you moved on from things like that, now you will be attracting a real person, you know, and especially if you are healed, you know, God or the universe will send you someone that are like on the same level as you, like your true soulmate, and you will see that your life will become like a lot more easier, and it will be a relationship based on love. I don't even like speak about truth and honesty. It will be based on love. That's it, you know, because like I was thinking that I was in love here, but I wasn't. And love, it's automatic, and you can feel, you can understand, and you can sense when you are, you know, in love, instead of when you think that you are in love, because you just see that someone is interested in you, and then you will fall for the trap, and then you will realize that it was a mistake, you know. But that's okay. It's how you learn, you know what I mean? And I have been, you know, through that, but now it made me like a lot more stronger, resilient, and understanding, you know, and loving as well, because this is the main thing, you know what I mean? So yeah, follow your intuition, look at action, and yeah, take your time, you know what I mean? So you will understand, you know, as soon as it will be the real one. So that's it for this video. Thank you for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe if you feel up to, and don't hesitate to comment if you have any story or thing that you want to share. Feel free to do it. And thank you again for watching. I love you guys, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.